Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. It is time. Look at that. The corner of my monitor is in there again. For KFLive number, what is this? 236. Yes, sir. Let's do this thing. Let's light this candle. Let's whatever the little weird phrase is. Not colloquial. Whatever the weird phrase is. Let's do it. So come on in. And like and comment and subscribe and hit that notification bell to all. And let's see who's here. And let's have some fun. Hey, Rick's Knives, what's going on? Good to see you. Hey, rule number 9, David, thanks for being a member. Tim B, who is not allowed to be stressed. So I will keep my voice calm and mild. And I will say things like, Tim, you're doing good tonight. Like that. Okay. Hey, it's the Johnsons. What's up? Jump All Trujillo, channel member. Good to see you. Hey, El Cap. What's going on? Projectiles are sharp is a channel member. Robert Jones also is a channel member. Appreciate you. Hello, James Gibson and Brian White, who's also a channel member, and Robert Feely, who's a channel member, and everybody else who is going up my screen. Fred the Lug says, KDK says, come on over. Hey, Wolf Style, thanks for being a member. Good to see you, Fred. Hey, Dirty Dan, what's going on? Hey, Jim Miller, channel member and moderator. And by the way, if I didn't say it, Robert Feely is a channel member. Thank you, sir. Hello, Cat Scratch. Hello, Anasso. Good to see you. Good to see you. Whoo! There's a lot more people in here than I've read. I know there are. I'm trying. There's Mick Ranger and Gene Johnson. Hello. Hey, Kelly's Mishmash, channel member. Keith the Knife, freakity freak. Good to see you, sir. Yes, sir. And Mrs. Freak Show and Mr. Freak Show are both in the chat, both channel members and moderators. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Freak Show reminding me every day something I already know, which is that Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time, and LeBron isn't even in the zip code. Hello, Dan Kinman, channel member and guy that's live 24/7, 365. He's live more than the nightly news is. He's live more than CNN is. He's live more than everyone put together. Hello, Splitting Slices channel member and moderator. Mrs. Freak Show, I think your wish might be coming true because we are currently sitting at 38,714. We are doing really well, and hopefully we're going to hit that goal pretty dang easily. Michael Jackson is the basketball pride of Gary, Indiana. Did Michael Jackson play basketball? I didn't even know that. Hello, Doyle. What's going on? Oh, goodness. It's always weird around here, but it's okay. We like weird is definitely good. Absolutely. Hello, James Alton. Thanks for being a member. Yes, you did. Hello, Marco. Good to see you. Hey, Kevin Smith and Knives. Hey, Michael Chavez. Dan Kimman says 13 months in October. How fitting. I'm not live when you're on. Very good. Thank you for sending everybody over, sir. I appreciate it very much, Mr. Kinman. I'm just busting your chops, man. Do you have chops? I don't know. A little lemon Perrier here. Very nice little treat. Yes, I know it's just sparkling water, but I don't drink soft drinks, so that's the closest I get. I don't even drink sweet tea anymore. I don't drink any of that. So I'm just boring. Hey, Brian White. Uncle Cow's in the house. All right, Blaze Burger. Now, we do have a guest tonight. Our guest is our buddy Derek Sharon, or D Sharon Design. It was supposed to be Derek Sharon and Mark from Loot 10, but Mark couldn't make it tonight. After all, Mark had something going on, so he couldn't make it. But Derek will do good. I mean, no busting on Derek. It'll be a good show. Hey, KC Cisco. We will have a good time. Sans the Loot Man. And that is okay. Hey, Projectiles, good to have you here. And thanks for being a member. Hey, Jason Beecher, same to you, sir. Thanks for being a member. I threw you members out a member exclusive video today. So if you didn't see that, please do. And while I have a moment here, I want to share this, not that. I do not want to share that. I want to share this. So I'm just going to share this a couple of times tonight to remind you guys. And of course, it's behind the KF logo there, but I don't care. The Virginia Area Knife Meetup. If you're in the area, meaning anywhere within driving distance that you're comfortable with, come Sunday, November 9th, 2 to 4:30 p.m. We're going to do, like, you bring your collection and we network. We do buy, sell, trade. I'm going to do a few door prizes, not a lot, but we're going to do some door prizes and we'll have some snacks. So definitely be there if you can. And you'll get to meet the freak shows in person. Hello, Kane Miranda. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, pocket checks. What you got? We're going to get them done before Derek comes on. So we got 9 minutes to roll through the pocket checks. Hey, Wheezy, what's up? Let me know what you're carrying, and I'll let you know what I'm carrying. And then it'll be about that time Derek will join us. And we're just going to, guys, if you have questions about design, if you have questions about what inspires him or me, or whatever, we're just going to chat about knife design. That's what we're talking about tonight. So not that we're either of us are experts, but we do have knives out there. So I guess that makes us designers. So Blue Sky, Fractus, Case Burlap, and Red G10, XR Sidebuster Junior, Rivery Zero Utility Knife, Olight Baton, Ultra Leatherman Wave Plus, Sapphire Victorinox Huntsman, Aries OD Rockhopper, and a rule number 9 Hank from Forrest. Nice, David. Very good, dude. Hey, Donald Malinkovich. Good to see you. Pickled Steel Warhog, Leatherman Wingman, Gerber Utility Knife, Case Soddy Jr. for Mr. Beecher. I'm going to put this on better. Maybe it won't hurt my ear. There we go. Kane Miranda, Mannix 2 in M4. Had to Hogue Deca again today, says Keith. Nice, Keith. And Kelly has a TKL Piranha and a Clydesdale by Loot 10, who isn't joining us. Wah, wah, wah. Tenable Calibri Tech. Oh, I like that one, El Cap. Big old, long, mean-looking blade. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. My modded Microjet. Nice, Fred. And a Kaiser Seagull. Very good carry for you, sir. Wingspan, Zambezi, and Rockhopper. I don't even need these on until Derek joins us. And Rockhopper in blue. Nice, Mr. Miller. Freak Show says, I was unaware that meeting us was a selling point. It might not be. Oh, meeting Chrissy, but maybe not you. I don't know. Long day at work today, but Casey, I shared your meet and greet. Nice, dude. Thank you on Facebook and Instagram before I signed in. Appreciate that, sir. A concept? Which one? Oh, I know what it's called. Shoot. I can't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about. The Fractus and the Downdraft, says Mrs. Freak Show. I just altered it. Real Steel Evolution D2 Kai, Spider Coast Smock, North Mountain Chop for Donna Malinkovich. Miguron Kierix, Gerber US 1, Tiny Sog and a Keyring, and a Falamov Mini Light. Nice. Not Falamov. Tra-la-la-la-la. Falamov. Savivi Knox, Weed Cherith Frag, and a Victorinox Classic SD, and a Workos HD101 Pro. Now, Tim, did these take your stress away? These objects on the screen, do they minimize your stress? I need to know. Microburst and Aries EDC Bloom for Robert Feely. I love Tim. Oh, goodness. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hello. Thank you. Hit that like button, says Mr. Gene Johnson. Tempest Knives Microburst and a Case Eisenhower. That's a neat name. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Microtech Anax in the pocket, trying to tame all the jimping. Got my Red Aries hot close by. Nice, Blaze. Welcome. Carry is a Concept Tempest Fractus and a Finch Sugar Something Knife Syndicate Jackrabbit. Sugar House, but you were close. Mr. Byron, good to see you. Carried the Dark Mode Tempest Downdraft. Let's go. Nice, Rick. Tri-Stash V2 and a Stonewash and Convoy T6 flashlight for Wolf Style. Very nice. Good carry. Aries Crow, Aries Raptor, Tempest Fractus, Thunderhead, Renegade, Gom, Devo Fireball, Forest V2, Lothar something or other, QSP Hedgehog, Moormaker Trapper, Baton 4, Top Dog New Breed, Hanks, and more for Illuminati Ninja, channel member and moderator. 2 Sunpry Bar and a Knifeless Wingman for Mr. Uncle Cow, sir. Good to see you. Dirty Dan's got a full DLC Excalibur and a Dark Mode Tri-Stash V2. Excalibur is the one I still haven't gotten to review, but it looks cool. Ohio River Jack, Dixon, and Flicking My Native 5 in 15V. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's see. Brown Sugar, hello. Chavez, Redención X-Lock, and a Devo Tallboy for James Gibson. Good to have you here, sir. Carrie is, wait, I already read your Carrie. Did I go backwards or did Byron type his twice? Spyderco Mannix 2 in S110V. And my Remet Rhino for Projectiles Are Sharp. I like it. Indeed they do. Thanks. That's great, Tim. Hopefully I won't stress you out. Fairford Stinger, Booker Trapper, and Bacon and Eggs. Nice. Very cool. Very, very cool. I like it. Hey, what's up, O Father? Dr. O Father. Oh, goodness. Tempest Jetstream and the Pistache for J1W, good to see you, sir. Kershaw Bel Air, and a Demco 20.5 for Mr. Sonny. Thanks for being a member, Sonny. Appreciate you. All right. Did I get everybody? Nope. I got Brian White coming in hot, channel member, carried a Kaiser Black Harpoon fixed blade, QSP Penguin Plus, an M390, and a jig titanium handles. Oh, very, very good, sir. Nice. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to get this to cooperate. Very nice, Dr. O'Father. Good job. I'm setting a bad example. How am I setting a bad example? I apologize for setting a bad example. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dirty Dan. I'm done. No more yawns. I'm very tired. I didn't sleep last night. Hello, Colleen. Good to have you here. Robert Willoughby, what is going on? All right, my carry for today involved a concept Thunderhead designed by moi. This is a favorite of mine, not surprisingly. Love that one. Oh, because I'm yawning. Gotcha. Yep. I'm a bad influence, no doubt. All right, second knife in the pocket. Oh, Kevin Smith. Hold on. Kevin has a downdraft and a Thunderhead. Love it, Kevin. Very good, dude. This is the mini glimpse from Todd Begg Knives from our buddy Fred the Lug. I just had moisture on my hand. I got it on the blade. Hopefully it's not D2. Hold on. We're going to wipe that just to be sure. It's not D2, is it? I don't know what it is, but it's like $100. So whatever it is, pretty cool. It's a little, oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. It's a little small and it's also a little slick. But other than that, the D10 is fantastic. The blade is fantastic. Yeah, all that stuff. I have a Tempest downdraft in my Abalone Kentucky Holler Jack. Nice, dude. Nice. Uh-oh, what just happened? Hold on. Why did that open up? Weird. Okay. Thunderhead. Whoops. A Thunderhead and an October Mini in the pocket for Kevin C. Good to see you, Kevin. Nice carry. I think I've caught up. And then my third one is this guy. This is the Rosecraft Beaver Creek Barlow in that blue Bora Bora blue Bora Bora blue boat. Did you get all those Boras? Does everybody get that? There's lots of Boras on this one because it's super blue. But good to see everybody for sure. So those are my knives in my pocket today. Bora. Where is Bora Bora? Wait, I think where it is. But we're just having some fun. Now, what was I gonna say? So I did do some posts today. It was then I don't know, and so I haven't looked it up yet. I do not know. Dan has now changed the 80-15 and 80-20.5 in his pockets. Nice. Bora blue. We'll do it, Tom. So don't forget, guys. Seriously, I'm gonna announce this a couple more times tonight. There's about 30 more people than were in here last time I did it, but mark your calendar for this. If you're anywhere in driving distance, which includes Puerto Rico, Michigan, Maine, you can drive to Virginia. It's within driving distance. I don't know about the Puerto Rico one. That wouldn't really work, but it's worth a try. And so, yeah, if your car gets drowned, just make sure you swim out, leave the windows open, or have a Microtech with a glass breaker on the back of it ready to go. But there's all the info. Mark it on your calendar. I'm trying, Blaze. I'm trying. And Blaze says he's now carrying a Spyderco Techno 2. Everybody's doing magical musical knife carries here. But anyway, yes, you can drive here from Hawaii as well. Yes. just go for it. But yeah, we're gonna do it. Stockholm. All right. So I'm gonna get my headphones on here, and we're gonna have a guest tonight. We're gonna talk some design, and we're gonna talk about just knives, and we're gonna have some fun. So let's get this off the screen. And if you guys haven't met this guy, where have you been? This is Derek. Can you hear me, Derek? Let's see.
Yeah, I can hear you. Is
Good.
my wife working?
Yep, I hear you. Yep.
Is that all right?
You guys hear Derek okay? I think so. If you're in driving distance of Greensboro, and don't mind getting up early, you can ride with Freak Show, he says. Yes, sir. So we will be having a lot of good fun on that week. But if you don't know Derek is from Sharon Designs, and we'll go through and kind of talk about, but you might know Derek from the very recent KB Knives Pioneer. No, gosh, why am I blanking? Folklore. Jeez, poop.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna tell you, there are too many knives. I can't catalog them. I'm done.
Names are tough. Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. Folklore. Sometimes I think Tucson has it right, but then I can't keep track of the numbers.
I was just about to say that. It's like maybe we just go to all numbered, but I mean,
it's the
I don't
1,
think
2,
that
3,
helps.
4, 5.
Yeah, I don't think it helps.
No, I did prepare. I'm just stupid. And also the Kaiser. Golly, muskrat. She's old poop. And so the muskrat, I've got one over here. We can pull it out in a minute, but I'm sure Derek does. But yes, the Folklore is an awesome knife. And Derek, I think there might still be some Folklores available, question mark?
I haven't looked today.
Okay, well, Tim will know. Tim will take care of us. Tim, don't get stressed. Don't get stressed, Tim. But if you can find out if there are any KB Folklores available, we would appreciate that. And you could supply us with a link.
There should be some, at least, of the DLC ones and the flame anode ones. I'm sure there's some of those on there.
And there should be muskrats. I mean, don't they stock those all the time? Yeah.
Yeah, so, all over the place.
Kaiser's got stuff. You can always count on Kaiser, and there's stuff all over the place. Yeah, the muskrat is a sweet sizel fixie. I'm sure, Derek, do you have one?
I do. Got this one.
I just gotta dig for it. Here it is. There we go. Now, see, that one's in black micarta.
It's I made these. It's GL Hansen. Makes them all in his garage. The little bead there, and my buddy Brian Bowman, been in Facebook groups for a long time, made me this little, like a trade deal we did. But I wish you could see it better. It's sweet. It's got like a little cabin on there. And it's all polished.
Is cool. That's
how I usually carry it.
So are those the only two that are physically out yet? Or
that's it.
I'm forgetting. Okay. For some reason, I had another one in my head that there was one more, but you have more in the works. I know that, and we can't super talk about those, but we know that you have more in the pipeline. So
yeah, we can talk about some of them. I don't care.
Okay. Well, good. I've specifically been told on some of mine to keep my pie hole shut. So I don't know why, but nobody likes me, Derek. It's okay.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. But this is a tough business. So first question for you, sir, is how in the world, how did you start off? I know we talked a little bit about getting the muskrat going, and it was kind of an uphill battle with getting it to Kaiser and getting it the first one you did. But how did you get to that point of even designing a knife and getting there to begin with?
It just kind of naturally happened. I had knife collections when I was a little kid, always going to gun shows and grabbing all these cheap, like Pakistani knives that I thought were like the coolest.
Didn't we all
thing
do
I've
that?
ever.
Yeah.
So it's just always been a thing, and my family are all like hunters and trapping and stuff when I was a kid. So knives are just a part of it, part of everything, I guess. And being kind of artistic and being into knives, I started doing a bunch of mods and things and posting them in groups, like making scales, doing blade chops and stuff. and posting those up. And then Kaiser did their first Kaiser XU contest. Like, I think it's been 3 years or a little more. And that's when I really started trying, because I mean, I guess you just don't know you can do it. It's like, how do you,
right.
I don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. How do you start doing this and
No,
get
I
stuff
agree.
signed?
Same thing here.
It's,
Yep.
it's kind of a mysterious business. So anyway, I started that, and then instead of, yeah, I mean, they took a couple that kind of ended up getting shelved later on, and then did the muskrat. So it's kind of funny, like I don't know why, but
no, that's weird. Yeah.
It's funny that I like the folklore was like one of the last ones that I put a contract on, and it's already out. But I have others that have been in the process for like,
I've got a bunch that are in production
2.5, 3 years.
Were contracted before the Zephyr was, but it just boils up to the top, and that's what they want, and that's fine.
Yeah, these companies have a lot of designs, and they have to put them out in the order they want to. They have to like have their.
Oh, I was just gonna say, go ahead, Derek. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, they just have to have all of their releases have the right variety of what they want and stuff. So sometimes yours will get pushed back later, and that's just how it goes. You just got to be patient doing it.
And Jim has a real question here. How in the world did you get Kaiser to make a taco sheath?
I said, I said it needs to have a taco sheath.
Yeah.
It's like it's a small.
I tried that on the Dust Devil, and Kubi didn't listen to me, but they did. They did with our buddy Aries on the Bloom, but
yeah, I guess they're easy. It's easier to do a pancake one probably and get the right retention and stuff, and adjustability doesn't exist that much with a taco sheath like that. So other than heat it up.
We're getting links here if you want. Yeah, there's Aries taco for the win. So we got folklore links and very cool.
Yeah, I was really happy with that sheath because I wanted it. I mean, I wanted something I'm just not going to notice, like a real everyday, everywhere carry kind of knife in it.
I had to steal the soft loop from it the other day for a knife that came in, but I've got 6 or 8 soft loops on the way in. So
I got a cool clip. I got a clip that works really well with them that I like using if I can find it.
Use on them?
It's a cheap, like it's an Amazon. It's called Toe Knife is the brand. It's like $7 or $8. $7 or $8. And
interesting.
I don't know. It's great. I got no problems with it.
It doesn't matter, man. That's good.
It has really strong retention.
So, what would you call now? I think what you said moments ago answered, the question on this. This is kind of sort of been meant to be a little outdoors carry, a little bit of skinning to it, that kind of thing. Yeah. But when you look at the folklore, it's quite different. What would you kind of categorize your style as, or is it just all over the place, or? You seem to like clip points. Points.
Yeah, I do. I'm a sucker for clip points. Like I like your tornado coming up. I like that one a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Mostly kind of retro, I guess. I don't know how exactly I would classify it. I really like traditionals. I'm really into traditionals, and everything's been done. So I just try to blend little elements of it that I like into what I'm doing, and really just try to make stuff that I actually like, so it might be a little all over the place. I kind of want to have a little, like a good variety of things out. I want to have like started with a small fixed blade and then a bigger, like kind of enthusiast frame lock and some small EDC folders. And I want to just have a good variety of stuff, and slip joints too that I'm really excited about. So
very cool.
I guess it kind of is all over the place, but in most of my design stuff, you'll see some kind of traditional influence.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely see a very traditional style in the folklore. It feels very kind of
like
really old school, something you're just with a new school build to it, obviously.
Right. I've always loved the gunstock pattern, how they feel in hand. I love it. Swell it just like the right point in the middle of the two fingers. Feels great.
Hey, Matt Maurer. Hello. I'm not ignoring anyone. And if I ignored something Tim said, I apologize. Look, guys, I'm not kidding. Sometimes the chat just goes like a daggone machine gun, and I cannot read every comment. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any comments. I'm on my phone, so I can't read the comments.
So. I'll relay them to you if there's questions.
Okay. So sorry if I miss you.
Ulu knives are going to be huge in 2029. Gotcha, Blaze.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You never can tell.
They'll come around.
By the way, I just thought I'd share this real quick. For those who have done two things, okay? There are some of you in the chat that have complained that the Zephyr has speed holes. And there are those of you in the chat that have commented that you can't afford a Zephyr. They have confirmed that there will be a standard Zephyr soon. I don't know what soon means, but by standard, I mean backspacer, two slabs screwed together rather than an integral, and it will have inlays rather than speed holes. So
I like that.
That's coming very, very soon. It is in assembly as we speak, which is more than I can say for the Tornado, but we'll talk about that later. Unfortunately, still waiting on handle material. So that's the problem right now. Everyone at once decided they like camo carbon, and it's backed up. They don't have enough people to get it all out. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, definitely check out. Thank you for you guys, the moderators, doing links, and definitely check out the folklore for sure. Very, very cool. Love the milling on that one. The jigging, it is gorgeous, and again, it gives it that modern but traditional look to it. Very, very cool.
Yeah, they did a great job. They followed instructions so well. Like
good.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Let's see. Question for Derek. Anything design wise he is utterly repulsed by and would never do, says Anasso.
Speed holes. Now can
oh
I'm joking. Design wise.
Exactly, Dirty Dan. Exactly. Yep. Go ahead.
I don't know that I'm repulsed by anything. I mean, everybody likes different stuff. Materials wise, I try to I'm not really interested in plastics, whatever name they call whatever new plastic it is. I'm just not really into
FRN, GRN, Grivery, whatever, right?
Ultim, yeah. It's just not for me. I like it feels solid, you know.
I mean, that makes sense. Makes sense indeed. Absolutely. Speed holes. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Thought we were friends. These are beautiful speed holes, and you know it. Gorgeous.
How thick is the handle on that? It looks like they kept it pretty thin for.
Oh yeah, it's 0.43, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's nice.
One of the things we chatted about. 0.435.
Perfect.
Yep. 0.435 with a 0.12 stock, but it's so tall it just comes down. Yeah, 0.115 actually.
Yeah, perfect.
And so works really well. I'm excited by that. Tom, I like the Jackrabbit. The Jackrabbit's a fantastic. If you like lockbacks, now if you're not, there's a question. If you're not into lockbacks, then you will not like that knife. It is a very typical lockback, and what I mean by that is it's got that lockback action to it. First of all, it's a two-handed knife. I mean, it just is. I would not operate a lockback one-handed. And then you've got that typical, what I call slop of a lockback, if you know what I mean, where the spring's trying to pull it down and up at the same time, you know. And so other than that, I mean, design-wise, it's a beautiful knife. gorgeous resin,
Yeah, it's
really
beautiful.
cool looking knife. It's a lockback. I mean, but again, okay, I'm just going to say this for all of you that have been complaining that you can't afford a Finch because they've jacked their prices too high. $96 for this in 14C is pretty fantastic. So yeah, to me, that's now again, is that in your price range? That's up to you. That's not up to me. But I think that's a very nice price for that knife.
Yeah, I might end up grabbing that green one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful one. I wish that maybe it was a little like a hair shorter.
Right. I kind of do too, believe it or not. You know, I like bigger knives, but to me, that fits a more traditional role for me because it doesn't have a pocket clip and I want to put it in a slip. So I would prefer it be smaller so it carries in the bottom of my pocket without being so big, if that makes sense. That would be my preference as well.
Finch is in. I'm from Kansas. Finch is from Kansas too.
All right.
I don't remember.
You're getting challenged, Derek. Does resin count as plastic for you?
It depends on what you're mixing it with. Like so if you stabilize wood with resin, then no. If it's
this is resin, but yeah, it's.
I guess so, but I'm okay with that
because it kind of looks like a really. I mean, to me, I think of a bowling ball every time I see this, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I guess. I guess beautiful. Maybe I'm talking like Grivery and all of those.
Yeah, gotcha.
No, if it's as an inlay or something like that, I would do it.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Long as you got something solid to grip to. I think that's, I mean, and the big thing about the Grivery from somebody whose name starts with a B and they're made in America, is that they flex. I don't want a flexible knife. I don't.
It just doesn't. It doesn't feel. Yeah, it just feels like a toy. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It feels like a toy. You were saying something about Finch being in Kansas, and you're from Kansas, and I cut you off. I apologize.
Oh yeah, that was it. I didn't have anything else. I just
sorry.
brought that up. We were talking about their.
Distracted me.
Oh, you were just talking about their knife, so I thought I'd mention that. Right. I don't remember what town they're from, but I just.
They're in Stillwell, Kansas.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're a ways away
from near me. Kansas City, I believe.
Mm-hmm. A couple hours away.
Bershaw. It's not Bershaw. Oh, it's the Benchmade, but you're very close. They're in. They might be in the same zip code. I've been blamed for Casey's ADHD. Yes, you have been. So, all right, you were hinting that you can talk. I've seen some of your pictures because we kind of share pictures back and forth. But you know, what kinds of styles, you don't have to get really specific if you don't want to, but what kinds of things can we expect to see down the road?
I have a couple with concepts that are both kind of like EDC size. These have both been seen. They've shown both of these at a show before.
Right. And you actually have prototypes in this case, so that's
so then I feel okay about showing them off if everybody's
absolutely
already.
If I had a prototype, I would definitely do that.
So I don't know. I kind of like stuff to look just a little classy or classic rather than
you definitely hit that. I mean, it definitely has a
but then
look to it.
Except for I like front flippers too, so so that might turn some people off, but I like it, so I guess I'm doing it. But I like this it's the same style front flipper I guess you have on your concept that came out. Is it the Thunderhead?
The Thunderhead. It's pretty
same little close. Just all the way over, jimped all the way to the back, and
jimped all the way around, and
that's how I've been doing them since I started. And then this is a tenable one that's like if I lined all of mine up, this would be the one that doesn't really fit in with them. It's like a more modern kind of sharp. I can't see very well, so.
Oh, you're good.
It's got that Fuller groove. It's kind of like that Jack Wolf that just came out there. The Fuller.
Yeah, I mean, even the blade is somewhat similar. That's interesting.
And then no screw in the pocket clip, so
Oh,
it's
cool.
tenable, but they agreed to go ahead and do it with the tie clip. So I really like this clip. It's like perfect in my opinion. So this one's just
Very
it's called
cool.
the nettle. So a concept, I have the lichen and the nettle, so I've kind of got a plant theme going on with them.
Lichen in the nettle. There you go. Cool.
But that
Hey,
polar groove
Skull.
works great.
Very cool. Ooh, snaps out there.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
really
just
snappy.
glad,
This has
I'm
plenty
just
of
glad it's
leverage, and
not
it just a what?
a bar lock. So I'm
Oh
very, very happy.
no, this one's a liner lock. It'll be on their tenable line. And I'm really happy with
They've
how
just
it's.
been cranking out the bar locks, and it's just about to
Yeah,
kill me.
yeah. I mean, I like
Nettle
them,
is
but
on the radar. There you go, Anasso. Very cool.
yeah, there's another one there's a premium version of that they showed at the I don't know what the name of the knife show was. A knife show in New York that they showed, but I think that one's they're gonna hold off on that and see if the tenable one does okay, and then probably come out with that one later at some point.
Well, you got two muskrat comments back to back. Brian F says, Derek, any more small fixed blades? I love the muskrat. And Tim B says the D Sharon design muskrat rocks. So any more fixed blades in the works?
I have one fixed blade that I did for. I have a buddy who is he's trying to get a startup company going, like a made in the U.S.
Cool.
fixed blades. That's the plan, but I mean, I don't know how far off that might be. I would call it like a bigger cousin to the muskrat, except it's a very slight hawkbill, very slight, like enough you could sharpen it on a flat stone.
Gotcha.
But I would say it's related to the muskrat, about an inch longer overall. So like a full grip, but still
nice,
pretty small in your pocket, leather sheath and all that.
Sounds good to me.
And that's the only one. I've drawn up another one, like a bird and trout style, like a slim drop point, thin blade stock and stuff. But I haven't gotten a contract on it. I haven't had a whole lot of time.
I have several
lately.
knives I haven't had time to shop yet. So, but
yeah.
it is what it is. That's a Crowbeak. I do have one fixed blade that's contracted that will come out in 2026. But Derek, we're talking about styles, and everybody says to me all the time, I got this comment the other week. If you remember, I put up a post that had all of my knives lined up, and I got comments that a lot of my stuff looks the same. I said, well, then wait for that fixed blade, because I have no idea how to even categorize the fixed blade that I have in the works.
It won't fit in. It won't fit in with the rest of them.
Definitely, quote unquote, not in my design language, but it really is. It really is. It's in my design language, but it's definitely different.
They'll like it. Yeah, I think
what slip joint are you working on? They're asking.
So I have two in process right now. One is with KB. I have a few with KB. So that first one went so well for me. I mean, it turned out just how I liked, and they were pretty easy for me to communicate with, work with, and they pay really close attention to what I sent them. So
that's good.
I'm going to try to keep doing this, and so I do have another slip joint with them. That's I don't know if you know the Remington silver bullet knives.
Yep.
It's kind of like a trapper style handle, but it's more modern. It has like a faux, kind of like a phony saw cut pattern on it. And I guess kind of similar profile to this, but it's all smoothed out, and it's not as, this one is too aggressive. It's not that aggressive. And there's no tanto. It's just kind of a similar overall blade shape to this. I haven't got to handle it yet, but it looks good in videos, so I'm hoping it has like a nice snap and everything like you like it. And then the other slip joint I have, I won't say who it's from, but it's one I'm really excited about. That's like a Warrenclyffe slip joint with the bolster, micarta and brass, like a classy little, and the blade stock is 2mm blade stock. So it's going to be very super slicey. It's like basically the same as a Swiss Army knife blade thickness.
Nice.
Warncliffe. So
I've got two slip joint designs that I'm gonna probably get at least one of those in as a collaboration, and probably save the other one for Tempest. Yeah, I haven't really shopped it yet. I've reached out for contact information for somebody that I want to target with it, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So excited, but yeah, yours sounds really good. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of in love with that one right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I kind of fall in love with them and then get them signed and then try to forget about them. Then fall back in love with them later, hopefully.
Reminds me playing with the muskrat tonight. I got to get this guy back out and stump stick it some more. I enjoy that one. That's a fun one it's got a good balance to it. Sometimes small knives tend to be harder for me to throw because I just can't get the grip I'm looking for. But this one, just easy peasy, no problems.
Yeah,
because you can kind of hook your finger and do it that way.
I still carry one every day at work. I beat it up pretty bad. I should post a picture of it sometime. It was a black coated one, and it looks like it's been in a war zone for last year. So I've been carrying that one since before they first came out every single day, and
wow, that's awesome.
I still enjoy it.
Yeah, I carry a Dust Devil quite often, so that fits. See, and I prefer the size of the Dust Devil. That's just me. I like a full forefinger. I mean, I just like a little bit bigger, not a lot bigger, but a little bit bigger. I definitely don't want it much bigger, any bigger than a Dust Devil, really. But so it's stump sticker worthy. Yes. Oh, Dan, it is. This is a good, and because he left it pretty thick at the tip, it's not a super thin knife. So I try not to stick knives that have a really thin distal taper to the tip, because that's a recipe. Because what you'll see, you've probably seen me do some of these videos. A knife will be so thin that it'll hit and do this in the stump. Have you ever seen that on any of my videos? It's scary. It's been some really thin ones I've done, and they've gone like that, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's gonna freaking snap. But haven't snapped one yet. It's going to happen.
I use the D2 one at work, and I do all kinds of stuff that I'm not supposed to do with it. No problem. So I meant for that one to be like a little worker.
Sure, Brian, that would look pretty cool. He's got some glow. You were gonna make me some cool Dust Devil scales too, and we never got to that. So we need to work on that too. I hear a recipe for a broken tip. Yes. I stump stuck this Thunderhead today, and it has a pretty thin tip. I mean, it really does. But this guy, I mean, it's got a thick enough stock where it's not, but that tip is really thin, but it's never even groaned. I mean, it just goes and does the job, and it's not a problem. It will happen one day, and it'll probably be really sad. It will be very sad. I will probably weep openly at the stump. And I hope I stay rolling so you guys can see me go, ah!
I can regrind it for you if you want.
There you go. That'll work. I'm just saying some knife. I'm going to break some. And you know what? Aries, my prediction would be it's going to be a pass around knife, because Kevin keeps telling me he doesn't care and I can do what I want. So I keep stump sticking pass around knives, and that's what's going to happen. I'm going to come on the chat one day and I'm going to be like, well, it finally happened.
Speaking of them, that you just posted that dog leg that they did. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love that knife. That thing is awesome.
You know, my favorite. Okay. So I have a lot of reasons for this. For me, the Binge and the Lush are great. They're beautiful. They're great. They're just too small for me to manipulate the way I want to. If that makes any sense. If it's a front flipper, I have to have a little bit of room to maneuver my hands to where they want to be, or I can't do it. And so that Mad Dog being just a little bit longer is right, and taller, by the way. Okay,
Do you
so
know how
let's
big
not
it
forget
is?
that. It was in my video. I don't remember. 7 1/4 maybe.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
But
like right in
it's
my
also taller.
perfect.
It's taller in the hand. So
Yeah,
again, I have more to grip onto. If you look at the,
right.
for example, if you look at the binge, and I'm not making fun of the binge. I like the binge, but the binge is very short, meaning in this direction, and so I have to grip the clip. That's literally the only way I can front flip this knife is just to literally hang on for dear life on the clip, because otherwise there's really nowhere else to put my hand. And so the dog leg, the Mad Dog, just gives me a little more room. And it's easy, and boy, because the blade is bigger, it just like your folklore, it just
Yeah,
thuds out of there. Same thing
yeah.
with the Mad Dog. It wants to come out, and it is just fantastic. Tad bigger than the microburst, yes, absolutely. But I absolutely love that. That'll be my favorite Devo when it comes out. When they put the Fuller in it, which they're doing a second set of prototypes because they're putting a Fuller in it and changing a couple other things. But when that comes out, that's going to be my favorite Devo. It will be.
That's my favorite looks wise. Without, I
Yeah,
mean, for sure, I love it.
it's
It's so good.
gorgeous. Yep.
Yeah.
Build up the arthritis and learn how to flip small knives. Yeah, I'm look, there's a couple things I have trouble doing. Thumb studs on a small knife and front flipper on a small knife. Thumb studs, you gotta back down like this. So with the flipper tab, I'm up here, right? No problem. With thumb studs, if this had studs, you have to sort of back down like this. And now I have even less room to grip onto that knife. I don't have
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you think about this one. It's like 7 inches total,
yeah. It's
and it's
just
got
I
both of
have
those
long, thin fingers, and it's tough. But yeah, Tall Boy is
piano fingers.
fantastic. Tall Boy is my number 2 right at the moment, behind my Stout V2. But if the Mad Dog comes out like I think it's going to skyrocket to the top.
It looks awesome. Those will sell out pretty
But I
quick, I
do
think.
love my Tall Boy. There's very little doubt that the Tall Boy is a fantastic knife. It's just a great size for me. Just a really nice knife. I dig the Tall Boy. But knowing what Derek likes with the more traditional look, this is definitely not. There's nothing traditional about this
No,
whatsoever. Little
I mean,
different.
I appreciate the super modern stuff too. It's
Yeah,
just not what I latch
not what
onto.
drives you, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's some kind of emotional thing where I don't know, I see one and just clicks, and it just usually tends to be like streamlined, kind of classic looking
Gotcha.
stuff.
What was do you remember you were talking about Pakistani knives, so maybe that was it, but what was the first
Maybe
knife you kind of really latched onto as a young lad? You know, what was the
a Pakistani pot metal steel, super wiggly, like a buck 112 or
like a
110
bucket? There you
copy
go. Yeah,
with
my dad had
some
some of those. I still
yeah
have them.
with some kind of bone and nickel bolsters. And I
Let's
have no
see.
idea what happened to it. I wish I still had it.
Let's bring this out. And I think I may have one of my dad's. My dad refused to spend any money on knives. He would not do it. And I would always bug my dad. I was like, Dad, but have you seen this? And here you go. Here we go. This is perfect. Okay. Is this a Pakistan? Yes, it is. Okay. So here we go. This is a 110. Look at this
Yeah.
thing is gnarly, dude. Look at the lock back. Look back here at the gapping in it. Oh my gosh. The back spring. And it says Pakistan, and you could see where my dad definitely sharpened this thing. But who knows what kind of steel that it is dull as crap right now.
It's funny. And when I was a little kid, Pakistan sounded cool and exotic.
Yeah.
Not so much right now.
I mean, it looks like crap, the blade does, but he had some like that. And maybe that's why you don't like plastic knives.
I don't know.
Because maybe you had some of the Pakistani ones that had sort of fake stag handles or something.
It's kind of with everything. It's like I like the feeling of an old solid car better than the hollow plastic car too. It's just kind of how I'm with everything.
Now, do you think he sharpened this one a few times?
On a belt grinder?
No, he would just use a single stone, and he would sit there. You've seen the old spit on it and go, just sit there and do it in circles. But he carried this one a lot. I remember this one, and it's pretty gross. It's a Pakistani one. It just says stainless.
Yeah, the only one I think my dad ever bought for me was a Western, like made in Boulder, Colorado, a Western. Just maybe I should go grab it. A Western brand made in Colorado, Skinner knife that I still use.
Go for it if you want to grab it. Go for it. But yeah, my dad refused to spend money on a knife. He would just be like, he would go to a show or he would go to Kmart and spend like $5 on some crappy knife. That was just my dad. My dad didn't spend money.
$25. Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? Yeah. Have you lost your mind?
That was high. Like that was a good knife.
Yeah, Pakistani knives come with patina. Exactly.
Here, maybe I will. Maybe I'll go grab it. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Jim says, I have that exact knife, gaps and all. My uncle gave it to me, so I wouldn't leave one of my good ones in a bad place. There you go. Western was, so I've heard of Western for sure. Somewhere I have a Western fixed blade. Let's see. Do I have it? Is it in this box? Let's just see. Oh boy. I'm throwing stuff somewhere. What is this? Oh, wow. I don't even know what. Oh, look at this.
Nice.
A friend bought that for me.
Here it is.
So that's the Western one.
Yeah, leather stacked leather handle, and it's $10.95, made in Colorado. And I've cut up. I don't know how many deer I've processed with that. A lot.
This is a Western that I had. This is the Western Cross Trail.
That's nice.
Big, thick, but they're plastic. That's obviously the fake stag.
That was Western after they sold to somebody else,
probably so. Yep. Most likely. Whoops. Yeah, I've got some funky fixed blades in here.
I grabbed some other ones too that while I was in there out of the like antiques drawer.
Okay, what you got?
My grandpa, I made a couple slip joints with my grandpa when I was a kid too. There's a little toothpick we made with like 3 pins in each bolster out of antler with zero snap, but it's pretty cool to have.
That's
and I made this one with me. It's a cigar pattern.
Ooh.
Like so stag with brass liners, cigar pattern, and it's like, I guess you Scandi grind maybe.
Yeah.
But that's probably where I maybe really got hooked, because I was probably not old enough to be sanding on. It's probably maybe 9 or 10 when we made those. So.
Oh yes, Chuck. My dad was absolutely the true boomer, but my dad was born before World War II. And my dad fought in World War II, but yeah, he lived through the the Depression, and so every cent had to go way further.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So here's one. Since we're talking about old fixed blades, I skinned a bunch of deer with this poor thing, and it's all beat up, but it's a Colt, and it is still sharp. This sucker is. I put a pretty mean edge on this with a Lansky back in the day. And it's ugly. It's an ugly looking edge, but it's definitely, it would cut. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, people talk about 1095 like it's, I don't know. People are funny with steels. Like, I don't know.
Here's the thing, dude. And I've
It's
said this a million
pretty
times. Yeah,
pretty
go ahead.
impressive stuff. It's pretty impressive stuff when it's
100.
done right. Like,
Yep.
and those guys that do those chopper competitions and stuff, with a lot of them use 1095, and if it's heat treated well, it's super tough. And this thing, I don't know, it's just so nice to sharpen. I can get it razor sharp really
Yeah, if it
quickly.
works, I mean that's literally what knives are supposed to be for.
I mean, that's a reason it
all,
became like a default steel for a long time.
right, because it just takes a wicked edge, right? Exactly.
Yeah, so people think just because the age, it's, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we've kind of got snobbish, but if we're being serious, for what most of us do, there's
You don't
not
need
really
much.
a terribly bad steel. I mean,
You can't really
all kind of turn our nose. Go ahead.
can't really buy a bad steel anymore, except for, I don't know, unless you can find something that's like 3CR or something like that. But I mean, you can get good steels on knives that are 10, $15 nowadays.
Tom, I used to hunt deer all the time until I realized sleep was more important than deer. I'm
starting to figure that out.
I used to hunt a lot and just I'd rather fish. I can fish during the day. I don't have to get up at the butt crack of dawn to go fishing. So, I mean, sometimes I do, but not very often. Anyone who lived through the Depression pinched a penny until it became a dollar. Yep. My dad tells some stories, man, and I've told some of them on here. Like my favorite is still the fact that, you know, his family literally to eat, my dad and his brother would go out and collect scrap metal. Before World War II, they would go collect scrap metal and sell it, and that's how their family had food on the table that night. And you know, or their mom would be doing all kinds of stuff. They sold coal in a coal yard, and but I always tell the story, Derek, that my dad, they had found out that a lot of that steel was going to Japan, and nobody could figure out why Japan was buying all the steel. And then Pearl Harbor happened, and everybody was like, "Holy crap!"
Oh yeah.
And my dad was like, "Oh man, how many of those ships and planes were made out of the scrap metal I gathered?" You know,
Yeah.
so that's when my dad knew for sure he had to go fight. You know.
Yeah, my great grandmother, when my great grandmother passed away, her garage had every newspaper from like 1946,
wow,
current day, stacked under tables because she might need it. It's so crazy. We might have
my
to burn this
grandmother had
stuff.
a barn full of stuff that I couldn't believe when we moved to where she was. I was just like, wow. And again, it was the Depression was a horrible time. And these people, I mean, my dad tells all the stories you've heard 1,000 times about, you know, the only heat they had was they would heat a rock in the fire, in the fireplace, and they'd wrap the rock in a towel and put it down at their feet. And when the fire went out, you better be under your cover. Because the fire would go out sometime in the night and they'd freeze and then wake up in the morning and stoke the fire back up. And but yeah, he had all those stories of, you know, they didn't have much to eat for days at a time, and you know,
Yeah, it stuck with them.
Yep, absolutely. And so he wasn't about to spend $20 or $30 on a knife. There's no way. If he knew what I'm doing today, he'd probably slap me. I mean, if my dad walked up and realized that I designed and am selling through a company a $400 knife, he would throw a rock at me. He would probably, yeah. So
like, that's
it's
grotesque.
just he would be like, "What are you doing?" Oh, good. Yeah, pitch the nickel until the buffalo pooped. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I didn't pick the price or even the build of that one. That was all Kubi. So
I'm excited to see the regular.
Yeah, I am too.
Sandwich one
I
when it comes
have
out.
seen I saw a rough prototype a while back with black G10. I don't understand why that's. My son is being my son. I asked him to check the mail and he said, "What?" And I said, check the mail. I don't know what. Anyway, hello, Jay. What's up? What's up? So any other questions for Derek here? I think you have a now, Derek, have you done any trips to China? I don't think you have.
No,
you?
no.
Nope. Me neither.
I'd love to. My friend
We've met
Lou,
all the people at Blade Show and all that stuff, but
yeah, I'm already looking forward to the next one. If anybody is interested and you haven't been, you got to go. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I think everyone should try to find a way to make it to a Blade Show. Or again, something like what I'm putting on, which here we'll put it up again just to make everybody mad.
Cool,
But if yeah, that is really cool, Jim. But if you guys are available to come to the knife meetup, and maybe you can't make Blade Show, but maybe you can make this. Or I know Aries is doing a knife meetup down in Florida. Definitely check out those kinds of things and be a part of, like-minded people. I am not going to Blade Show West. Who was that? No, Biggie John. I will be at Blade Show Texas, but I couldn't make West. We have a family deal going on, so nope, I could not.
I'll try to go down to Texas this year.
Oh, cool! That'd be awesome, dude. I'd love to see you. It's like a
6 or 6.5 hour drive from me, so it's not too bad.
Yep, Central Florida, December 6th is Aries meetup that he's doing. So definitely check that out. I'm excited for the one we're doing, and Aries was the one that gave me. I mean, I've talked about it 100 times, and when Aries got off his butt and scheduled something, I figured it was time to get off my butt and schedule something. There's already people telling me they're driving from pretty far away to come. And so that's pretty cool. And we got some time, so if people can work it out, maybe we'll have a pretty decent crowd. That'll be awesome. That's the day after my wedding. There you go, projectiles. I get it, man. Definitely go on your honeymoon. Don't come to a knife meetup. 100%. Well, I think your wife would. Your newly married wife would probably throw a rock at you, just like I said my dad would throw one at me. So, what other questions for Derek?
Yeah, anything. Shoot.
I met Derek in Atlanta. Yes, you did, Jim. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I got to talk to Jim for a little
Jim's
while.
A fun dude, man. He's
great guy.
He's a lot of fun. The first I did the Mrs. Freak Show says our honeymoon would be a knife show. Yes, it would. Yep. I'm trying to see if Alan Foles and Leon Ma can attend. That'd be cool. Brandon Corbin, who is a Virginia custom knife maker, might be coming to mine, and I'm trying to see if we can get a few more. But we'll see what we do. My internet has betrayed me. That's not good, Anasso. Not good at all. So Biggie John, that's a great question. So there are two ways of going about this, and I've done both of them. Derek's only done one of them so far. So first of all, there's what Derek's talking about here, which is you basically design a knife, get it in CAD, send it over to a company. They contract with you. They do the prototype. They send or not, Derek, right?
Yeah.
And they send the prototype to you for approval, and then you approve it or disapprove it or make changes, and then it goes to production. The one that I've done, which is where I design a knife, I put my own money out there, I pay for the prototypes like this one of the Tornado, that's hopefully going to make it by the end of the year, pay for the prototype, and then I pay to put the knife into production and sell them. So there's two different ones. Derek, have you ever made a knife or just the designer? I like how Keith phrased this, because Keith's a knife maker, and so he's trying to shame us, Derek. I don't know.
I know. I know they're better. Trying. No, I'm not a custom maker. I have made knives for me.
Yes, me too.
I've never made and sold knives. I'm just started doing mods and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I have. I did back in the day, but it's been a long.
I guess
long
unless
time.
you count Yeah, unless you count those 2 little slip joints. I'm not a custom maker, no.
There you go. Yeah, well, you did that. That's cool.
And several fixed blades and stuff, but no, it's never been. I've never pursued that. No.
Can I share their MOQ when I pay them for the? I don't know what you mean. Different manufacturers have different MOQs based on the price level of the knife. I've had MOQs as high as 600 and as low as 200. It just depends on the knife and it depends on the company. And
Every company
sometimes
is different.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll come to me and say the MOQ's 300. I'm like, man, I was really hoping to do 200. And they'll go, okay, how about if you do 200 and we'll up it by $10 a knife or $5 a knife or whatever it is. So we've done that, but it's anywhere from 200 to 600. Now, I will tell you, if you do D2, I've never done D2. I've done 14C. If you do D2, your MOQs are going to be 1,000. I know for a fact that when the Crispy Donut guys did the Hanson, that was 1,000 units, and that would scare the ever-loving bejeepers out of me. Although, I mean, there are 600 tornadoes in production. I would never have done that a few years ago, never. But you guys have supported what I'm doing, and I'm expanding how many I'm buying, and there's going to be a lot. Derek has had 2 done so far, and how many knives do you have in production as we speak? 3 or 4?
Maybe 7 others.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got
7 others.
Shoot, I don't even know, dude.
More.
I've got one,
A lot.
I've got as far as collaborations, I only have 3 that are out there right now. The Concept Thunder, well, 4 actually. I'm sorry. The Concept Thunderhead, the KB Zephyr, the Kubi Supercell, and the Kubi Dust Devil. So I have 4 collaborations, and then I've got 7, I believe, production knives that I've done on my own, and the 8th is in production as we speak.
I don't know how you manage that with a job and your family stuff. I don't.
Trust me, dude.
Do it.
Well, I'm kicking myself right now because we're in this delay for handle material, and because of work, I had about a 2-month delay from when I should have ordered the tornadoes to when I did order them, because I just couldn't find time to get everything together. I am going to go ahead and order the Mach 71s soon and get them going, just to get a head start. But the good news is those are just going to be titanium. There's no inlay. I'm not planning on doing carbon fiber versions at all of those. I'm just doing titanium. And so they should happen a little quicker. And then I'm going to get ahead on buying more carbon fiber ahead of time and sending it, just saying, what's the standard size? What do you need? And then, have it in stock when I get around to the mini Fractus. So, it's a tough game, man. It's tough. Like a chef has a signature dish. Do either one of you guys have a signature knife? All right, go for it. Derek, what's your signature knife? As far
it's
as
gotta be the muskrat, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess.
I think it personifies basically what you were saying, And
I spend a lot of time with it. I know it's simple, or it's a pretty basic shape, but I just like agonize over every little detail.
But there's a couple things. Yeah, exactly. There's a couple things that make this not what you said, just a simple, boring knife. First of all, you've got a very generous choil here. Okay. So you've got the ability to really pinch this knife and do all your work from here if you want to. And then the other part of this one is just this kind of swoop going on here in the clip point, the shape of it. So I don't consider it super straightforward. Yeah, it's streamlined, and
for me, it's all about like the feeling it gives you, I guess, rather than squeezing in features.
Kevin's telling you it should be the folklore.
I don't know. I say muskrat still. I say muskrat. Muskrat came out like, it's funny because I had like 4 other ones under contract before the muskrat. The muskrat's been out like a full year now.
Yeah,
The other
doing
ones
a
are
little size
still in
comparison
line
here. A little bit smaller than the Dust Devil. That's the one on top is my fixed blade design that's out. I think there's still some available. I believe at Chicago Knife Works and Atlantic Knife is about the only place that still has them. John, if there might not, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it'd be a good kitchen knife, like a good paring knife.
Oh, I've used this. I have a Ultim one that I use in the kitchen all the time.
Yeah, or like food prep when you're camping and stuff. It's perfect.
Yep.
Just perfect.
I love my muskrats, says Robert Willoughby. Awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Biggie John, the answer to your question is I have a website, tempestknives.com. But he'll also sell them out of the back of my kid's car at the mall. Yes, I've actually done that. But I was hoping I would have some knives to sell at the meetup, but I probably won't. They won't be here in time, I don't think. Just the delay from the stupid handle material is killing me, but it is what it is. I see. Here's the testimony. Woodfish says I have bought one that way. He definitely has. Exchanging cash in the parking lot. Oh, Tim, how about I see you found a Dust Devil link. Did anybody find a muskrat link? Just out of curiosity, if somebody's interested in that,
just jump on Amazon.
Okay, there you go. That works.
I think they have most all of them on there.
Yeah, I think I need to clean my poor Dust Devil. This one's, you talk about beating one up. This guy has probably been stump stuck more than any other knife. And it is pretty dang, you can see it. You see that? Kind of has a stump sticking smile down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, it probably 1,000 times and the edge is still fine. No problems.
Actually, I think my favorite muskrat was an exclusive one for, there's a European company called Knife Stock.
Okay,
I think that was my favorite one, but there was a small amount of them. They're burlap and
that's
14.
Cool.
I have the black screws in there, but it's just a satin blade with burlap.
That's cool. I love that.
It feels great. I
Brian
think they only did like.
Whoops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
He just says the muskrat's become his go-to neck knife, and I carry it on the neck almost daily. Very cool.
I appreciate it, man. I remember him showing me the glow scales when he first got it. Pretty cool.
And there's a link again to Chicago Knife Works for the muskrat. Very cool. Thank you. And Byron found a muskrat at White Mountain Knives. Very cool. A steak sticker. There you go, Brian F. The Dust Devil's a steak sticker. Burlap doesn't get enough respect. I agree. And
especially polished burlap. I love it. I love it. Polished burlap is like one of my favorite.
And of course,
favorite materials.
Oh well, I give up. I was trying to find my burlap Dust Devil, but it's
burlap love here.
It's currently hiding.
Maybe I need to get some oil on this one.
Oh well, I was trying to find my burlap Dust Devil, but I can't find it. Dust Devil and muskrat are excellent steel knives. Yes, absolutely, Jim. Somebody asked, I think it was a Nasso. We kind of already addressed this. You're kind of all over the place with your design language. Do you care about having a common design language that lets people know it's your design, or do you just, it doesn't matter?
Oh yeah, I mean, it just depends, I guess. I think with most of them you'll be able to spot it. Most of them. There's really just one that's I would consider kind of an oddball of the group.
Right. The one you were showing.
Yeah, most of them you can see it like here, these two together. You can kind of see the. So I got my little crosshatch on that one, a little
so there's this burlap right here is pretty sweet as well.
Yeah.
Finally found
I
it.
love just sand it with like a super fine sandpaper until
Do you think I've
it's all
beaten it up a
sparkly.
little bit? This one's been stump stuck a bunch too. But really cool. Burlap doesn't, no, I already read that comment. Why am I reading it again? Aries does a killer polished burlap. Yes, he does. Biggie John, besides here, of course, I market them on my Instagram. I have a sign up on my website. I send emails out when they're going to drop. And then I have a group of reviewers that I send knives to that do reviews for me. It's not necessarily marketing because, I mean, there's always the possibility they're going to say, I don't like this one, or I don't like this about this one, which does happen quite often. But I have a group of reviewers I send knives to. So, yeah, I am always abusing knives in stumps. That's what I do. Yeah, so that's how I do it. And I go to shows. I do Blade Show once a year with Tempest. Now, when I go to Blade Show Texas, I'm not going to be doing a table. I'm just going to go as Knives Fast and walk around and interview people and take a break, if you will. And while we're talking about cool little fixed blades, the Kubi Bloom is available in White Mountain as well. So if you're interested in the Bloom, and of course,
is that Aries? That's Aries, right?
Yeah, that's the Aries knife.
Yeah, I love it. I love his style.
Man, I gotta find a better way to store my fixed blades because when I want one, I can't find it. They're just in a drawer, but which is probably why they're all banged up. But that is the Bloom, the Kubi Bloom, which actually is going to be much closer to the size of the Muskrat and has some similarities in shape as well. Obviously, one's a clip, one's a drop, but there's some definite size relationship. The Muskrat's a little bit bigger. Looks like there. Very cool. And the Bloom is a little bit thicker in the hand. So, but very cool choices. And he also got a taco. I'm the only one that got a sandwich. So, whatever. It's okay. But yeah, just great knives. The Hawk is closer to the Muskrat. Gotcha. Thanks for letting me know. All right. Well, we are going to wrap it up with Derek in a minute so we can start working toward the giveaway. So if you guys have any more questions, now is the time to ask. Because like I said, I am going to wrap it up soon. Hey, Fook Doozle, what is going on? I would agree with that. I am a big taco person. Hello, Ron Crow. So I can't wait to see. I can't believe you have that many in production. That's crazy. I mean, I have... Let's see. I have one, 2, 3 with that company. I have one with that company, one with that company, and one with that company. So I have 6 more in production right now as far as collaborations, and 2 more that will probably be marketed for collaborations soon.
Cool. So I have 2 with Concept.
Yep.
Another 1 or 2 with Kaiser, 2 more with Kubi, and 2 more with another company that I'm really excited to work with. But it's early, so I'm not going to say who.
Yeah, no, I'm being careful. I'm probably way more careful than I need to be. But here's the thing. Okay. I have another side of the relationship to protect that you don't. So not only am I protecting the production side, but I'm protecting the relationship with reviews and with, the channel. So I just take it really, easy, and I don't usually share. Now I have been hinting around about one that's hopefully coming in November. Now I was told it was coming in September, and then I was told it was coming in October. Now here's the thing. I'm going to give a hint, Derek. You ready for this? It's a folder. Yep. And it's probably one of the designs I'm the most excited about. And it's in a handle material I've never done. as far as how it's done. A blade material I've never done. And here's the hint, okay? And I'm not going to answer. If you start saying, I think it's this, I'm not going to say, okay? But it's in a steel. The reason the knife is delayed is the standard belts they had for putting the bevels in.
Yeah.
The HRC was so high, they had to order stronger belts.
Just burning through their belts.
Burning the belts. Like they couldn't even get through 2 or 3 knives without eating their belts up. So they had to order stronger belts. And that's why we're delayed right now. So I am freaking excited for that knife. It is going to be freaking sweet. Yeah, probably, Jim. Probably cheap belts, no doubt. But they ordered expensive belts from America. So there you go. So definitely. Well, I mean, again, go ahead and guess, Mr. Jim. Jim, I think I can't say what I was about to say, but that's a good guess. Let's just say that, but that is not correct. I'll go ahead. I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'll go ahead and defunk that one. Have either of you had any of your knives made in the U.S.? I have not, John. Two things. There is not an OEM doing knife work right now in America. My friend Kevin from Devo Knives, right, for folders.
No folders.
My friend Kevin for Devo Knives has tried about 4 times and failed. It isn't happening. It is not Ultim, Mrs. Freak Show, but thank you.
Anybody that's making folders in the U.S. is doing their own designs.
Is doing their own.
And protecting their brand.
And they might tell you they'll do them, but they don't have the bandwidth to get to them. And the second part, there you go, Mr. Miller. The second part of that is for collaborations. I've tried to market my stuff to some American companies and been told they have their own in-house designers. So far, I have not done that. Have you tried to send any of yours to any American companies yet, Derek?
No, just this one fixed blade that it could be a long wait.
That will be awesome if that happens. And
that's the other thing too. If you work,
go ahead.
If you work with American companies, the time frame is
going to be,
who knows,
enormous. I have a fixed blade design right now, right sitting down here that I just finished last week, and I would love nothing more than to find an American manufacturer to do that with. So
you could make it happen with fixed blades, but then
it's a fixed blade. It is a fixed
the wait time, and then
is going to be a while. That's fine.
Price.
I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that on a fixed blade, and I don't even care if they only do 50 or 100. I don't care. It doesn't need to be a big number, but it would be cool to have something made in America. That would be very awesome. All right. Well, Derek, I've kept you longer than I promised to. And it's fun looking. And I do agree with what you were saying. I think the big thing about what you're doing is you're blending the classic designs with modern. And I think that's important. If somebody said, what's Derek's style? I would say that. I would say your style is very much that. So
and it's not like it's even something I really think about. I'm just doing what I'm drawn to. Or just
look, John, I'm doing my best over here, dude. I got too much content. I apologize, man. Biggie John, I would say absolutely. Oh, well, okay. I did not know they're working on a folder. If they start working on folders, then all bets are off. But at this moment in time, just doing fixed blades, they're not going to be bigger than Benchmade or Kershaw or anything like that. But if they start doing folders and they do them right, they could. I will caution you, just because you're an American company and you decide to do a folder doesn't mean it's going to be good. Example, Leatherman. No, thank you. I do not want Leatherman's folders. So I hope, now I will say this, Josh Smith of Montana Knife Company does custom folders. He's a custom folder maker. So if he can pull that off into the production side of things, that would be great. More power to him. I just can't.
There's a big hole to
ever
be filled.
get their knives. They drop them. They're gone in 10 seconds. The prices are pretty high. I haven't been able to do it. So can't do it. Hope it's not a bar lock. Yeah, he has the pedigree, no doubt. Josh has the pedigree. It would be neat to see him do it. I will say this, and if anybody wants to report this back, I don't ever say anything that I'm worried about getting back to somebody. My only problem with somebody like Josh Smith is there's room in the market for everybody. There's room for him to do stuff in America and pay American workers. There's room for me to design knives and have them produced overseas. And in my case, buy American handle material from Camo Carbon, have it shipped over, have the knives. So to me, there's room for American knives. There's room for Chinese knives. For Josh, it's America or nothing. And I get it. I understand where he's coming from. He's trying to support families. That's my one kind of qualm with him, is I just let me do my thing and you go do your thing. And there's no reason to throw rocks at each other.
Yeah, I agree.
And between him and Medford, they're constantly bashing people like me. And it's not cool, but that's just me. Anyway,
even made in China knives, a lot of the time the materials are made here, the steels are made here.
Yep.
They're sending them over. They're basically doing
I mean, think about
it. Production, and then you get your
chunk
too.
My knives have mostly been 154 CM. I bet you they're getting the titanium from here. They're, who knows for sure. I don't know. They're making the screws out of titanium. And when I send Camo Carbon over, that is American handle material. And then, they're being sold here, and I'm working with American dealers. So a lot of that money is going into American families' pockets. It is not, you know what I'm saying? I like all knives. Yep, exactly. Titanium, Justin. And thank you for being a member, sir. I would give you a Daleka salute, but it is missing. There it is. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, nothing. I mean, I understand the sentiment a little bit, but I think, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't.
Well, I shouldn't say it either, dude. I'm not. Look, I love what Montana. I have a Montana Knife Company shirt. I would love to own one of their knives. I am not mocking what he's doing. I think it's awesome that he is able to build a big building, to hire all these people from his community. I am not mocking him at all. What I'm saying is, I'm doing something different, and I don't know why, when he's so successful, he has to point out that those of us doing it our way are wrong. Just like there are other people out there that do America only, and they find it necessary to throw rocks at those of us that aren't doing it the same way they do.
And you might be surprised that, I don't know. Are you making your screws in your shop? I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
It's not that clear. It's not that clear cut most of the time.
Right. And it doesn't, if you watch the NAS video they do, it doesn't have to be all made in the USA to say it's made in the USA.
Right. There's not really any guidelines for that. It's just
not really.
No, unless somebody wants to check into it and hit them with a lawsuit, or, I mean, it's just not as clear cut as made in the USA, made in China. They're all different percentages of made in the USA or made in China.
Nice perspective, John. I appreciate it, man. It's, I just think it's a free market. I think it's a free market. And look, if I had the time and everything else, I could probably build it. And if I had an investor, and, I'm sure he had investors and built this up, I could do the same thing, but I've just chosen to do it the way I've chosen to do it. 51% of the value is all you need for it to be considered made in America. Now, I'm not saying in the case of Montana Knife Company with mostly fixed blades, if they're saying it's made in the US, I bet it's all made in the US. I don't know. So
Yeah, I don't mean them specifically. I tend to
and
believe
John's
them
saying
more
he
than
has a
others.
strong hunch their handle material comes from China. So that would be interesting for sure. But I don't. And by the way, I will be clear and say Josh Schmidt does not throw daggers the way a certain other Arizona knife maker does. Okay. So
Right.
he just happens to say, support American knife makers, not these guys out here just drawing knives and sending them over. I've heard him say that. And it is what it is. Like a Swiss watch is 60% in Switzerland. Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like
According
Montana
to Jim,
knife.
as of 2025, it's 65%. Oh, Medford. Okay. Medford. There. Are you happy?
Yeah.
All or virtually all. I don't know. Look, I'm not the right guy. Don't ask me.
See,
I don't have any idea. But I would love to do an American-made knife. As a matter of fact, Josh Smith, if you're watching this, I've got designs out my ear holes. Okay, so if you would like to team up on a knife, as a matter of fact, we could work out a heck of a deal. I would love to have one of my knives made by Montana Knife Company. Would love to. He's never going to watch this, by the way, but would love to. Just haven't found an OEM to work with me. So I would love to. No, Tim, I've explained 100 times. I wasn't really into Medford's knives to begin with. And then when he did his antics at Blade Show a few years back, that was it for me. I was done. His booth was empty the entire show. Nobody wanted to be associated with him. It's just not. Here's the thing. I believe everybody is God's children. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to sit here and be racist just because especially over a business, and it's just not in me to be that way. Well, his phone definitely isn't American made, Justin. His TVs aren't American made.
Shoes.
Come on. We
That's
just
the world we live
need
in.
to stop the saber rattling. It just gets old after a while. My lawnmower has a sticker that says "Made in USA" with global parts. Mm-hmm. I like that. That means it's a symbol in the US.
I mean, that should be most everything.
Yeah,
it says "Get Made in the US." Probably should say that. To be honest,
that is true.
There's some like the custom makers and guys. I probably like Montana Knife Company. I tend to believe them when they say 100% made here. But there's a lot of others that are doing like big production companies.
So the way this works is a Chinese warranty is not like an American warranty. You don't send knives back. They can't go into China. If you get a faulty knife, they will send the knife to a reviewer like me that will either fix it and give it away or throw it away or whatever if it's bad. I've had companies do that. There's other people, but they do not go back to China. They will just send you a new knife if you have a problem, and you can document that you have a problem, and they won't send it back.
Anytime I've had issues with Chinese companies, they just send me a bag of parts. Like I tell them I have a stripped pivot or something.
Yeah, now they will send you parts, and I've fixed knives exactly like Derek is saying. I've fixed knives for them. There are tons of guys in the U.S. that do exactly that. They act like the service guy for Best Tech or for whatever. Mm-hmm. So your knife will not go back to China.
It costs too much.
They just send a new knife. That's exactly what they do. No, Neil, I'm good, dude. No more Medford. That's enough air. But why can't we be friends? Yep. But anyway, yeah, Jim fixes a lot of knives for a certain company. I don't know if I can say Jim, but there's a Chinese company that if there's a problem, Big Jim fixes a lot of the knives. I think he might do more than one knives. So more than one. But yeah, very, very they're not going to go back to China. How about that?
Most of the bigger brands do a pretty good job taking care of stuff. They don't want their
Yep,
Their
G-Ball
reputation hurt.
did or does some for Real Steel. I have heard that. So yeah, it's they've got a nice setup, most of them, and they know exactly what they're what they're doing. Yeah, Tack Knives sells the seconds or the returns on their the CJRB returns on their whatnot. That's hilarious. That's funny. Rebate or parts. Gotcha, Steve. That makes sense. And Steve buys a lot of knives. So Steve's got every Tucson, literally every Tucson.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is he really? Is that true?
He might be missing a couple at this point, but I know at one point he had every one.
That's so much.
So, all right. Well, we need to get to the giveaway. So I'm going to let you go, Derek. Thanks for coming on. It's fun chatting with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm sorry. I wanted to apologize. I cut you off a couple of times. You're delayed in my ear, just so you know. Okay. I wasn't doing that on purpose. So
no, it's okay.
I hate that. But I don't like, I will get people telling me after the stream, you shouldn't cut him off. Guys, there's a delay. I'm watching his mouth and I hear it like 2 seconds later. So yeah. I apologize. So, but yeah, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. And guys, definitely check out the Muskrat, check out the Folklore, and more to come. So
yeah, look out for some concepts and KBs coming next.
Nice. Probably. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. We're going to move on to the giveaway and go from there. All right. Have a good one. See ya. Oops. I cut him off again. See, I heard him talk right as I hung up. Dang it. All right. So let's move on because I got to get off of here soon. So we're going to move to the giveaway. Now, the way this works is I'm going to give you guys a hashtag. You are going to enter this hashtag one time and one time only in the chat. Please do not enter in multiple accounts. If you do that, I hold the right to disqualify your tail. No, I will disqualify you from the giveaway if you are using multiple accounts. 2 minutes to enter. 2 minutes. You have to be here after I draw. Tonight we're doing something different. Okay. Here's the deal. If you win, you have to be here because you got to pick your main knife and your secondary item. Okay. I'm giving you choices tonight. We're going to have fun and you get to choose so everybody can kind of see what you like. Okay. I thought that would be pretty cool. So that's what we're going to do. And by the way, do not enter if you have an international address. I will only ship to the United States. Okay. That's the way it works. So here we go. Here is your hashtag right here. Folklore. Okay. So let's enter. You have 2 minutes from right now to enter. And so I will show you the base items real quick while we're doing this part, but I'm not going to show you the other items because you will get to pick. So you do have all of the swag. Now, Ashlyn hasn't been down here tonight, so I don't think there's going to be a bunny tonight. I am sorry. She's been working a lot. We do have Butter Knives Fast number 226, signed by Trev. All the Knives Fast stickers. You got a little bit of everything, including Oh Father. You got some Robert Feely stickers there. You got Kelly's Mishmash. You got Stacy's Bolster Blaze. You got Lefty. You've got Kevin Smith. You've got Bluminati. Oh Father. There's everything in here. You have a pen from our buddy Josh from P&W Fun Stuff. Really cool red looking pen tonight. And a Tim B Compass Shark. Okay, fine. And that's what we got. Look, I just got a notification for a Stuff Casey Does short too. All right, about 30 seconds and we're going to draw. We are drawing in 30 seconds. Hold on. Throwing knives back in the drawer here. There we go. All right, about 20 seconds and we will be drawing. Yeah, Derek was awesome. He's a cool dude. We like him a lot. He's fun to talk to at a show as well. 15 seconds and we will be drawing. Hey, Stacy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! 86 entries. Let's see who our winner is going to be tonight. Here it comes. Kelly. Kelly is our winner. What is up, Kelly? Let me know you are here. And oh, by the way, speaking of Kelly, there was going to be a Kelly paracord monkey fist keychain, but now that she won, we'll leave that out. We'll save that for next time. Kelly, let me know you're here. All right, she is here. All right, you ready to pick? All right, let's see. Let's stop that. All right, so first you pick your knife, okay? Whoa. What did I just... Oh, no. Hold on. Well, one of the knives is not going to be in the... What the heck? Where did that go? Hold on. There it is. Okay. Thankfully, it fell on cardboard, so no big deal. All right. So first is your main knife, okay? So there are three choices. Choice number one is the green camo MA12 or MA21. Which is it? It's the 21, I believe, from Rosecraft Blades. That is your first choice, okay? There you go. Number two is the Artisan Tradition in brown G10 and ARRPM 9 and apparently Dirty Blade. That is number two, brown G10. There you go. And choice number three. Why can I not remember the name of this knife? Hold on. It should be on the blade. Yep. This is the beautiful blue Lothar Knight, little button lock stiletto. That is your third choice. So Kelly, before I move on to item number two, let me know which one is your choice. We have the Lothar Knight, the Artisan Tradition 2, and the Rosecraft, whatever this is, M21, okay, the Rosecraft. Okay, Rosecraft it is. All right, we will put you back here, and we will put you back here. All right, and then your second choice, and this is funny, you're going to get to choose an EDC item, a slip joint, or a flashlight, okay? So for your second item, you can choose the little Stag Rosecraft Peanut, okay? Rosecraft Peanut in Stag. The Concept Cursor pry bar, okay? Or an unopened blue i3T EOS from Olight, which I purchased the other day. So we know she's this. If I need to show them again, let me know, Kelly. I know I flashed those really quick. Let's see what she says. Waiting for Kelly. She's talking to Brian now. They're trying to figure it out. You didn't leave, did you, Kelly? Yes, you can. Blue light. It'll match Brian's. Okay, got it. So we've got the Rosecraft and the blue light and the big swag pack and the pin and the Compass Shark. Okay? That's what we've got. So that means the Rosecraft and the Cursor will live for another day. For those of you that were saying that's cool and you want one, that will live for another day. Okay? There we go. They're very cool, Kelly. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. They're letting the dog pick. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll try to do more choices like this. Was that fun, Kelly? I don't know. I think it's cool to be able to pick your own knife and your own thing. So she got a knife, a light, and a bunch of other junk. So that's really cool. And I'm going to kind of, yeah, you're welcome, Kelly. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'll message you. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes, message me and we will get this packaged up and out tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. And hope you enjoyed the wow, Casey, the stream tonight. I think Derek's a really cool dude. And I think, his eye for design is interesting. It's different than mine. And I think that's very, very nice. I mean, it's so good to have a lot of different designers out here. I'm not going to do that yet. Hold on. All right. And it's really cool to have different designers out there with different eye. I think it is. I think it's really, really awesome. Very nice, Brian. Does it fit well? I hope so. Thank you to all those who have ordered hats. Let's do 3 more things. So this is going to go another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to wrap this up. Number 1, I want to reiterate again for those of you that missed it earlier, there is a meetup in the Virginia area on November the 9th. If you have questions, reach out to me. Mark it on your calendar, November 9th. I'm going to talk about it every stream until then because we're trying to get the word out. If you guys can help me share it, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cat Scratch. But yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing it on Instagram or wherever you are, I would appreciate it. Okay. Next is the fact that up on tempestknives.com, if I can make this work, daggone it, I'm struggle busting over here. Nothing new about that. If you go to tempestknives.com, there are 3 hats available. There's the Richardson 112 Tempest hat, the Black Dad Tempest hat. There's only one of those, and the gray Knives Fast Dad hat like I have on today. So if you go to tempestknives.com, those are up there. And last but not least, will you be singing? No, I will not be singing Country Roads at the meetup. Our 2 super chats tonight were Dan Kinman, member for 13 months, and Titanium Justin, member for 17 months. Thank you to all our members. Thank you to all the folks that, just are here and like and comment and all the things. But I could not do this without the members. You guys make this go. I appreciate it very, very much. I want to thank everyone for the siren-free night. Yeah, it was a siren-free night. It's pretty sad. But here we go. I appreciate you guys. I am getting off of here. Plenipote, the knife update is there's a delay. And the delay is thanks to Camo Carbon being absolutely slammed. The tornadoes will be a little while. Plus, because of the tariffs, they will have to be shipped on a slow boat rather than by air. And so, yeah, I'll be lucky to get the tornadoes out by the end of the year. The hope was to have them out in October. Now I don't think even November's happening. I think it's going to be December if they happen this year. It's sad. But I'm going to be trying to order the Mach 71s soon. So at least maybe we'll have kind of back to back and I won't have to wait on my handle material because the Mach 71s are just titanium. So it is what it is. Hey, El Cap. I think I said hi to you, but hello again. All right, everyone, have a good one. Very nice burnt relic. But I hope you guys are doing well. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And thank you so much for your support. And thank you guys for being here and for watching the Knives Fast channel. Bye-bye. See ya. Have a